From the PEP Radio Newsroom, these are the stories we are following at this hour. It's mostly smoke and mirrors today, folks. Mostly smoke and mirrors. President Donald Trump and congressional Republicans have made it a priority this year to require people to prove citizenship before they can register to vote. Turning that aspiration into reality has proved difficult. Trump's executive order directing a documentary proof of citizenship requirement for federal elections has been blocked by a judge, while federal legislation to accomplish it doesn't appear to have the votes to pass in the Senate. At the same time, state-level efforts have found little success, even in places where Republicans control the legislature and the governor's office. The most recent state effort to falter is in Texas, where a Senate bill failed to gain full legislative approval before lawmakers adjourned on Monday. The Texas bill was one of the nation's most sweeping proof of citizenship proposals because it would have applied not only to new registrants, but also to the state's roughly 18.6 million registered voters. The bill authors failed spectacularly to explain how this bill would be implemented and how it would be able to be implemented without inconveniencing a ton of voters, said Anthony Gutierrez, director of the voting rights group Common Cause Texas. Voting by non-citizens is already illegal and punishable as a felony, potentially leading to deportation. But Trump and his allies have pressed for a proof of citizenship mandate by arguing it would improve public confidence in elections. Before his win last year, Trump falsely claimed non-citizens might vote in large enough numbers to sway the outcome. Although non-citizen voting does occur, research and reviews of state cases has shown it to be rare and more often a mistake. In other news, a massive cloud of dust from the Sahara Desert blanketed most of the Caribbean on Monday in the biggest event of its kind this year as it heads towards the United States. The cloud extended some 2,000 miles from Jamaica to well past Barbados in the eastern Caribbean, and some 750 miles from the Turks and Caicos Islands in the northern Caribbean down to the south to Trinidad and Tobago. It's very impressive, said Alex da Silva, lead hurricane expert with AccuWeather. The hazy skies unleashed sneezes, coughs, and watery eyes across the Caribbean, with local forecasters warning the House that those with allergies, asthma, and other conditions should remain indoors or wear face masks when outdoors. The dust concentration was high at 0.55 aerosol optical depth, the highest amount so far this year, Yidiana Zayas, a forecaster for the National Weather Service in San Juan, Puerto Rico, said. The aerosol optical depth measures how much direct sunlight is prevented from reaching the ground by particles, according to the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Now, closer to home, wildfire season has started once again in our neighboring nation to the north. And while issues with smoke from the fires aren't nearly as prevalent as they were 2 years ago, remnants of it can still be seen in northwest Pennsylvania. Smoke from the wildfires in Erie and western PA was described Monday as thin as the smoke heads east. According to ABC News, there are 181 active wildfires burning in Canada, 92 of which are considered to be out of control, meaning they're being observed but aren't being suppressed at the moment. As plumes of wildfire smoke continue flowing into the United States from Canada, the air quality is becoming unhealthy in states like North Dakota and Minnesota. As a reminder, air quality index values at or below 100 are considered healthy, but values above 100 are unhealthy, like in southwest North Dakota and eastern Minnesota. Despite the hazy skies, Erie's air quality stays below 100 through Wednesday, according to meteorologists, unless the forecast changes. We'll have more details in our weather forecasts about the changing haze and smoke conditions over the Meadville area. But that's the news at this hour. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. And up next is the weather forecast here on PEP Radio.